So, one of my subscribers said that he would like to see a current collection video. I used to have videos where I showed off the games that I have, and this was a long time ago. So I remember when I didn't have this big beautiful bookshelf. I had one small dinky little thing like that had like some PS2 games in it, and I was like, oh god. Yeah, but it's amazing, over time just how much more stuff I've gotten. Because I used to have very little. Those videos are gone now. I wish I had saved them just for a comparison. But somebody said they wanted to see a current collection. I realized the shelf is dusty. I need to dust. Look at that. Look at that. That's just horrible. I should dust this mofo down. Anywho, I figured why not start with the PlayStation 1. And I don't want to get, too ridiculous. I don't want to... Is it top dusty too? God. I don't want to get too ridiculous and pull stuff out and do this and do that. So I'm just going to do it this way, alright? So we're going to start off with Ape Escape. I don't know what to say about it. I love it. It's great. We have Oddworld. Which one is this one? Abe's Odyssey? Yeah, Abe's Odyssey. We have Oddworld, Abe's Exodus. We have Apocalypse. Siphon Filter, which is amazing. If you've never played Siphon Filter, you need to play Siphon Filter. Siphon Filter 2. Siphon Filter 3. We have Alien Resurrection. Alien Trilogy. Tomb Raider. And you'll notice a lot of these have the same replay sticker on them. Tomb Raider 2. Tomb Raider 3, Tomb Raider The Last Revelation. I do believe this was a freebie from somebody. Medieval. Vampire Hunter D, that was a freebie from somebody. Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver, and I got that for a whopping $6. Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Dino Crisis. I am looking for a physical of Dino Crisis 2, if anybody can help me out there. Silent Hill, my favorite. Resident Evil Director's Cut. And I used to have Resident Evil 2 and 3, but I didn't expect I was going to find this, so I sent them off to Adam. Adam, if you ever get tired of those, send them back. I miss them. Martian Gothic, that was a freebie from somebody I used to be cool with, but friendships go south. Shadow Man, that was a freebie. And that same subscriber also, I think, sent me the... Oh, no, wait. I think it was someone else. I think this was from one subscriber and the sequel was from another, but my memory sucks, so please remind me. I know who sent this. I can't remember who sent Shadow Man the Second Coming, because my memory sucks. Nightmare Creatures. I really want to get the second one, because this game is amazing. It's like old school Bloodborne. Alone in the Dark. A New Nightmare. I love this game as well. This is a fantastic little game. I think I can get this on the Vita. I need to get this on the Vita at some point so I can have it on the Vita. It's getting harder and harder to see what I'm doing because I'm getting closer and closer to the wall. I did not think this out properly on this side of the bookshelf. Kodelka. If you've never played this game, you need to play this game. This is like Parasite Eve. It is quintessential RPG horror awesomeness. It is a great game. Let me pull back a little bit and just start doing this. Vagrant Story. Love this game. It's fantastic. Final Fantasy Origins, which is Final Fantasy 1 and 2. Also fantastic. Final Fantasy Tactics, aka Pro Jared's favorite. If you don't watch Pro Jared, you are a scrub. Final Fantasy Chronicles, which comes with Final Fantasy IV, and Chrono Trigger, which is like one of the best RPGs ever made. Chrono Cross. I'm hitting this over here. This little... I have a bunch of things hanging here, and yeah, that's how I stored that right there. Get off. That is the camera pouch. Oh, shit. Kiki! That is why you should not be standing right behind me. Yeah. You okay? I stepped on my cat. Chrono Cross. Amazing game. Play it. Final Fantasy Anthology, which, if I'm correct, is Final Fantasy 5 and 6. Oh, it does have a replay sticker. So that's the one I bought. The Origins was the freebie. So, yeah. Apologies for that mishap in that video. Final Fantasy 7, aka the worst one. I actually paid $3 for this. I do not like Final Fantasy 7. And a lot of you are like, how did you get that for $3? Because I'm good. Final Fantasy 8. And this case is just in great fucking condition. I love how good the condition is of this Final Fantasy 8. And yes, I like Final Fantasy 8. Sue me. Final Fantasy 9, another one in really good condition. Not black label, but I'll put up with it. I know there's weird collectors out there that hate the green labels, and I kind of hate them too, but what am I going to do? Alright, Parasite Eve. I love this game. I don't like the second one nearly as much, but this first one is quintessential. It is beautiful, it is amazing, and I love it. Parasite Eve 2, another fantastic game, but not as good as its predecessor. Legend of Legaia. This game has an amazing combat system, what can I say? The overworld graphics are pretty shit, but that combat is swanky. And of course, I have not one, but 2 copies of Legend of Dragoon. One's Greatest Hits and one Black Label, because I'm weird, and I love the Legend of Dragoon. And of course, you guys have already seen, if you watch all my videos, you've seen the Dreamcast games, so I don't need to show those off. There's only 2 of them. But yeah, that is the PlayStation 1 shelf, and we're probably going to move right on to the PS2 shelf. So stay tuned. You being lazy? You okay? Yeah, you're alright. Oh, what you doing? I stepped on her. But she's alright. Let's go ahead and move some of this stuff. And what we're going to do now is we're going to look at the PS2 games. And I'm just going to do what I did last time and, gradually pull them out. It's going to be a little more difficult, though. We have the Mega Man Anniversary Collection. The Mega Man X Collection. Mega Man X8, Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2. This is, what even is this? It's been forever since I purchased this. I need to play this at some point. Samurai Legend Musashi. Someday, maybe, I hope to get a copy of the game Brave Fencer Musashi, which this might be a sequel to, but I don't know because I haven't played it. And I really want to play Brave Fencer Musashi because I played it years ago on a demo disc and I fell in love with it. We have Dark Cloud, Dark Cloud 2, Radiata Story, Dragon Quest VIII, Final Fantasy VII Dirge of Cerberus, which some of these are hard for you guys to see. This has seen better days. I remember a long time ago some moisture got into a storage box and fucked this case up. But this is my Final Fantasy XII. And I loves it so. Rogue Galaxy. Get back in there, Rogue Galaxy. Let me move my hands on the camera. I was holding it in a poor way. Xenosaga. Xenosaga 2. I have quite a few PS2 games that I can't play right now. Xenosaga 3. Kaya, Dark Lineage. Now let me explain. You probably never heard of this game. This is a very unknown game. If you ever see Kaya Dark Lineage though, I highly recommend purchasing it. It combines, really interesting combat, platforming, stealth. It's a little clunky, but I really actually truly enjoyed the game. And of course there's a female protagonist, so the feminists will love it. But yeah, Kaya Dark Lineage, you probably never heard of it, but it's a great game. Okami. Maximo Ghosts to Glory. Maximo Army of Zen. Mark of Kree. Its sequel, Rise of Kasai. Beyond Good and Evil, Beautiful Joe, Beautiful Joe 2, Primal. Here's another one of those free games, Nano Breaker. It's a very weird little game, violent too. Spawn Armageddon. Pretty much anything you see a replay sticker on, I bought. Rune Viking Warrior. I actually bought this at GameStop, I think. Shadow of Rome. The lighting in here sucks right now, I apologize. Genji, Dawn of the Samurai. Shinobi, one of the most challenging freaking games I've ever played. Holy crap, some of those later levels are awful. Like, there's more bottomless pits than there is ground. Nightshade, the sequel to Shinobi, which I didn't know until I bought it and popped it in. I was like, wait a minute. Onimusha. Onimusha 2. Onimusha 3. Onimusha Dawn of Dreams, aka the best one. Extermination, another free game from a buddy. And it's a... see if I can get a good angle. It's a weird little game with like monsters and shooting and shit, but it's hard. I started it. I need to get back into it eventually when I get a new PS2, but it is a hard game. Speaking of hard, Siren. I'm never going to finish this one. This one's a monster. It was $8. But yeah, this one's a nightmare to play. I mean, it's not a bad game. It's just some of the stuff in it is just ridiculous. It's challenging as all hell. This is where it's going to be a pain in the ass to get some of these out. Let's see. I hate doing this, but I gotta get a hand free so I can pull some of these fuckers out. I really don't feel like pulling these out. So how about we just go through them? Manhunt, Manhunt 2, Castlevania Lament of Innocence, Castlevania Curse of Darkness, Blood Rain, Blood Rain 2, Blood Omen 2, Soul Reaver 2, Legacy of Kain Defiance. That is Shadow Man the Second Coming, Evil Dead, A Fistful of Boomstick, Evil Dead Regeneration, Fatal Frame, Fatal Frame 2, Fatal Frame 3, The Suffering, Prison is Hell, The Suffering Ties That Bind, Silent Hill Origins, Silent Hill 2, Silent Hill 3, Silent Hill 4, Resident Evil Dead Aim, Resident Evil Outbreak, Resident Evil Outbreak File 2, and this game. That's another freebie somebody sent me. Metal Arms, Glitch in the System. Really neat little third-person shooter, if I gotta be perfectly honest with you. I didn't know about this game, but somebody sent it. Thank you very much. Cannot remember who sent it, though. Siphon Filter, the Omega Strain. Siphon Filter, Dark Mirror. Siphon Filter, Logan Shadow. I like Siphon Filter. Max Payne, Max Payne 2. Sniper Elite. Red Dead Revolver, Gun, Red Faction 2, Dino Stalker, Time Splitters, Deus Ex The Conspiracy, Soldier of Fortune Gold Edition, and Half-Life. But yeah, that is my PS2 shelf. So next on we'll be moving to the PS3 shelf. And the lighting is going to get progressively worse. Sorry. I wonder if I should just shine a flashlight on everything. Before I even started this, I moved some stuff. There's usually a bunch of handheld games right here, but they're not there right now. They're right there. Let's go through these handhelds, which were all, well, not all the PSP games so far. No, almost all the PSP games have been free so far. We have Ape Escape, On the Loose. Focus camera. Come on. I know the lighting sucks. It's not going to focus, is it? There we go. Ape Escape, On the Loose. I didn't mean to slam that down. We have Mega Man Powered Up, which is awesome. We have Mega Man X Maverick Hunter, which is also awesome. We have Coated Arms, which was a gift from my buddy Adam. Did you know this game has a sequel? I didn't know, but I'm going to get it. We have the third birthday, which I actually paid for. You can tell because, hey, there's a fucking sticker right there. We have Breath of Fire 3, which I need to eventually play. Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy 2. Final Fantasy 4, the complete collection, which is amazing. Final Fantasy 7 Crisis Core. Final Fantasy Dissidia. Final Fantasy Dissidia 012, whatever that means. Let me go ahead and just sit the camera down for a minute. You guys can stare at... Oh, God, y'all can stare at the EA logo. Ain't that just a nice ripe bit of hell? Well, very quickly, put these games back up here. Actually, I don't know if I should put them back up there, considering I might need them moved. I don't know. I really don't know. And if I can get this shit back in the proper order... Yeah, I won't put them back up there. I'll leave them on the side right here. Next up we have a bunch of blue cases for some Vita games. And it's weird because I always thought, oh, I won't care about having complete handheld games because they're cartridges and UMDs and things like that. But so far, most of my handhelds have been complete. And it's weird to me. But we have Child of Light, which is... God, that... There we go. Child of Light, which is the only physical version of this game that exists, which is very odd to me. Muramasa Rebirth. Tearaway, the reason to own a Vita. I love this game, it's beautiful. Freedom Wars, very weird game. Uncharted The Golden Abyss. Unit 13, which is actually a pretty neat little military shooter on the Vita that's actually fucking fun. Resistance Burning Skies, which is an awesome first-person shooter on the Vita. And Killzone Mercenary, another reason to own the Vita, because it's also another awesome first-person shooter on the Vita. But yeah, I have quite a few little handheld Sony games that'll sit there for the moment. Let's go through, let me move these controllers. I've got all this stuff that I'm having to move off the shelf, and I'm sitting on the floor like a child. Let's go through. We have the God of War Origins Collection. God of War Saga? Oh yes, this is God of War 1, 2, and 3. God of War Origins is the PSP titles. I forgot for a moment because I haven't played them all. God of War Ascension, which I literally bought just because there was a steel case. I do not like God of War Ascension, it sucks. Ninja Gaiden Sigma. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, Ninja Gaiden 2 Sigma, or Sigma 2. I had a problem with this, because I used to have these on the 360. I used to have Ninja Gaiden Black for Xbox, and I had Ninja Gaiden 2, 3, and Yaiba on 360. And I like Ninja Gaiden 2 on the 360 because it has blood and gore. It's got what Daddy likes. This one, though, I got them on the PS3 because I wanted hack and slash goodness. This one, though, disappoints me because they took out the blood and gore, and I don't know why they did that. It's fucking stupid, and I hate it. Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge, which is complete trash. And also, I had a weird issue with this one. It works, but I can't explain it. I'd have to show you, which I might show you one day. It's got a problem. Well, at least the 3 copies I've bought have had problems. Yaiba, Ninja Gaiden Z. This game is fun. I don't care what you like. I don't care if you hate it or don't like it or whatever. I think it's fun. It's fun. It's stupid, but it's fun. And it plays just like God of War, so shut the fuck up. Splatterhouse. I love this game. And I love that I can play the originals on this game. This game's fantastic. Need to beat this copy, though. Beat it on 360. Need to beat this copy so I can get back to playing those lovely originals. The Devil May Cry HD Collection. Devil May Cry 4. Metal Gear Rising. Zone of the Enders. Do not pay for this on 360. Get it for the PS3. The 360 version is gimped. Prince of Persia Collection. Prince of Persia The Forgotten Sands. I've not even played this. Prince of Persia, the cel-shaded one. Castlevania Lords of Shadow. Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2. Star Wars The Force Unleashed. Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2. El Shaddai, which is one of the weirdest but most beautiful games I've ever played. Remember Me, kind of forgettable. Genji, Days of the Blade. Batman. 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 Ico and the Shadow of the Colossus collection. It's amazing. The Sly collection. Also amazing. Sly Cooper, Thieves in Time. And the Crossbuy Works. I have it for Vita as well. Jack and Daxter collection. I really wish Naughty Dog would remember to make another Jack and Daxter someday. Ratchet and Clank collection. DuckTales Remastered. Would you believe there's some idiots out there that thought that I hated this game? People are stupid on the internet, especially people that don't watch any of my content and just bitch. The Sonic Genesis... The Sonic Genesis... Fuck, I can't say it. The Sonic Genesis collection, which I got for 13 bucks. Need to get that sticker off. I hate stickers. Nathan. Okay, that's what you get, Nathan. And 3D Dot Game Heroes. I'm going to probably do a jump cut before I get to the next part of this shelf. Holy crap, I hate sitting on the floor. Now we run into another situation like we did with the fucking PS2 games. But I have a little bit more leeway with these. We have Deus Ex, Human Revolution, the Director's Cut. We have Resistance, Fall of Man. Resistance 2. Resistance 3. That is killing my finger. Killzone Trilogy. Yeah, I tried to put those back up there, but that's hurting my fucking finger. So I'm gonna move them back and put them back after I get done. God. Hindsight, people. Freaking hindsight. I have way too many games. Oh. We have Dead Space. That's much better on my finger. Dead Space 2. Dead Space 3. Oh my god, is that Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City? Yes, it is. And I enjoy playing it. Hate me, people. Hate me. We have Infamous, aka the shitty one. We have Infamous 2, aka the one I like. We have the Saboteur, which I haven't even played this. I bought it and I haven't even played it. We have Majin and the Forsaken Kingdom. Now let me explain something real quick about this game. This game is amazing. You can get this game on 360 or PS3, and I liked it so much that I bought it on both, and I've gotten 100% of the achievements on 360, and I platinumed it on PS3. I love this game. This game is wonderful. This game is cute. This game is fun. This game is the bee's knees. And if you ever see a copy of Majin and the Forsaken Kingdom, play it or I will find you. And I will hurt you. Not really. I'll be very disappointed in you if you don't play it. We have Prototype. Probably can't tell. This one is, yeah, Prototype 2. The Metal Gear Solid, I don't know what the hell this is. The Legacy Collection. I don't like Metal Gear Solid, but I keep up with the franchise. People are like, oh, why do you play games you don't like, Brett? So that when I talk about them, people are like, oh, you can't talk about that game, Brett. You haven't played it. Shut the fuck up. Alone in the Dark, with its garish sticker residue. This game sucks. Don't play it. Why do you have it, Brett? I like horror games. Deadly Premonition, the Director's Cut. I bought this. Haven't played it yet. But, this game is batshit insane. I can't really recommend it. It's not necessarily a good game. It's weird, though. You might like it, you might not. This game, Sniper Elite, which is Sniper Elite V2, which is fantastic. I love shooters, but I also love sniping games, and this one is just fantastic. If you've never played any of the Sniper Elites, you can get this on 360 or PS3, and it's just a wonderful game. And playing it and seeing the X-ray deaths when you hit targets just right and you shatter their skulls with your bullets is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I loves it. One of my subscribers was asking me about PS3 games, so if you are watching in particular, this is the game that I've been talking about on PS3. It's called Fuse, and if you wanted to play it, we could play it together. You just have to get a copy of it. So yeah, that's Fuse. Show you the back of it right quick. Go ahead and look for it where you can. And the reason that I bought this game, was right there. Split screen co-op. You know why? Because split screen still matters to me. And I've played this game with my buddies online and offline, and it's just a fun game to play. I really can't help but recommend it. I know some people are like, oh, but it looked way cooler before when it was called something else, and I don't care. I don't care what it used to be because that didn't come out. This came out. It still got character. It still got fun combat. I still love it. You need to play it. But I got dibs on the redheaded chick because her shatter gun is awesome. Max Payne 3. Eat Lead, The Return of Matt Hazard. Another game I played on Xbox 360 and PS3. I love this game. I don't care what people say. It's fun. And it's like humor towards video game characters and stuff, like the RPG boss is just priceless. If you don't know what I'm talking about, type in Eat Lead on YouTube, RPG boss, and watch. It's funny. I have SOCOM. This is actually a really, really good tactical third-person shooter. I need to get back through it, though. I was playing it, and then that shit with the lightning happened a while back, and I haven't gotten around to really reinstalling it and playing it proper. But I will eventually. It's a fun game. The Tomb Raider trilogy, which is a collection of the, I think, a remaster and maybe a couple of sequels. I can't ever remember what these are technically, but I have it, and they're fun. The Hitman HD trilogy, which is also fun. Oh no. He has Hitman Absolution. Oh god, let's bitch. Hitman Absolution. Hitman Absolution is fantastic when you compare it to the new episodic Hitman that was garbage. The Splinter Cell trilogy. I love Splinter Cell. You know what irritates me? I can get Splinter Cell trilogy, I can get Double Agent and all that, but Conviction is only on the 360. Why is Conviction only on the 360? That doesn't make any sense. I feel bad for PS3 users that could not play that. I don't play this. I was given this. I haven't even taken the plastic off of it. This game sucks. I don't even like this game. I don't know. Someone gave it to me, and I use it to take up space on the shelf. One slot. Just one slot. I hate that game. This game, however, I love. Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch, is a beautiful game. I just need to restart it because of that damn lightning. White Knight Chronicles. I got a copy of the original edition just to have it. White Knight Chronicles 2, which you can play the whole original game on here. I'm going to have to make another jump cut. Dadgummit. Well, let's go ahead. What I was saying is, White Knight Chronicles 2 has the entire first game on the disc. So, if you wanted to play both of them, you could just buy this one. See, it says right there. Focus camera. Includes the fully remastered White Knight Chronicles. It's not remastered. It's fucking port, guys. There's nothing remastered about it. Kingdom Hearts 1.5. Kingdom Hearts 2.5. Demon's Souls. I love this game. If they remastered this for PlayStation 4, I would die of happiness. Dark Souls. Just perfection. It's utter perfection. Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen, another game that I played on the 360. I almost had all the achievements in it, but there were like 2 that I just didn't care to get. And I've been working my way slowly through this one as well. Dragon's Dogma is awesome. If I can give you guys a tip, though, if you've never played Dark Arisen and you want to get into the Dragon's Dogma series, here's what you need to do. I know this is going to sound stupid, but trust me, you will thank me later. Buy 2 copies. Buy a copy of the Dark Arisen, whether you're on PS3 or 360, and then buy a vanilla copy of Dragon's Dogma. Just buy like a disc only, or borrow it from a friend. Here's what you do. Start on Dragon's Dogma, not Dark Arisen. Start on just vanilla Dragon's Dogma, And the first chance you get to save and quit, save and quit. Then pop in the Dark Arisen disc, and you know what's going to happen? It's going to register that you upgraded, and it's going to give you a whole bunch of free gear, and it will give you the Eternal Fairy Stone. Brett, what's a Fairy Stone? It's what you use to warp in this game. And this game is fucking huge. And you're going to want to warp without having to buy a whole bunch of fairy stones that are ridiculously expensive. The Eternal Fairy Stone is a reason to spend an extra $5 to $10 on a vanilla copy of this game because you're gonna want to warp. Holy fuck. Dragon's Crown, simply amazing. Love the art style. Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. This game is actually pretty fun. It's just a real shame that it got killed off. It didn't get the support that it needed, so we'll probably never see more in this series. But this game's fun. Nier, which is actually a fantastic game. I just don't like the sequel. Sue me. XCOM, Enemy Within. This game is also amazing. I'm having a lot of trouble with the sequel, though. The sequel is kicking my ass. But this first game, absolutely amazing. If you've never played XCOM, you need to play XCOM. Trust me. A lot of you might be wondering, Britt, what's that right there? That is a disc only of Call of Duty Ghosts. And the reason I have it is because I bought the Steelbook edition, and I bought the PS3 Steelbook edition because I want to get an Xbox One copy of Ghost, and I'm going to put it in that steel case because I like steel cases. But I don't care about playing this on PS3. It looks like trash. It looks really bad. No joke, no lie. It just looks really, really bad. So now that I've shown you all those, let me put these back finally. And that's normally what the shelf looks like with all the PS3 games in it. I've taken a few pertinent things off the shelf. I figured while I'm sitting on the floor I might as well go over the Nintendo games because I'm down here. People are like, Brett hates Nintendo. No, I don't. There's plenty of Nintendo stuff here. But yeah, let's go through some of the things I have. Here's another freebie. Godzilla. Gojira. Gojira. Sorry. Blaster Master, this is my favorite NES game, period. Love this game. If you've never played it, play it. Final Fantasy, and this thing is in perfect condition. I just don't have a box. Astyanax, this is another awesome game. Heroes in a Half Shell. Double Dragon, awesome game. Not in great condition, though, with that crap on it. Kabuki Quantum Fighter. This game is weird, but I love it, and I hate the condition that it's in. It's got writing on it, and it's got that crap on the back of it. But I paid $5 for it. Metroid. And I don't even know. I used to have 2 editions of this. I have this edition that I kept, and there was another edition that had, like, the pixely graphics cover showing what the game actually looked like. I didn't know which one was better, so I kept this one, and for some reason I have a Metroid booklet. But I have no case. Drives me insane. Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past. Fantastic game. Need to play it if you ain't played it. Prehistoric Man. I love this game. This game is goofy. If you've never played it, you need to play it. Congo Caper, which is, I think, technically a sequel to Joe and Mac, but I like Congo Caper better than all the Joe and Macs. Donkey Kong Country. Donkey Kong Country 2. It's got a smudge on it. I gotta clean these. Donkey Kong Country 3. Jungle Book, which is amazing. Aladdin. Goof Troop. Super Mario All-Stars. I made the mistake of selling my Super Mario World. I thought it was in the All-Stars pack. It is not. I have to get another copy of Super Mario World. Jurassic Park Part 2, The Chaos Continues. This game is an awesome little side-scrolling shooter. If you've never played it, you need to play it. Don't play the first Jurassic Park. It is trash. Yoshi's Island. Beautiful game. For beautiful... Ooh, sorry. Beautiful game for beautiful people. Donkey Kong 64. The Donkey Kong rap. That's all I've got to say. Super Mario 64. Star Fox 64. Banjo-Kazooie. Still looking for a copy of Banjo-Tooie. Perfect Dark. Killer Instinct Gold. I used to have a copy of Killer Instinct for the NES, but when I got that, I sold it. Jet Force Gemini. Hexen. Turok. Turok 2, Seeds of Evil. Turok Rage Wars. I need a copy of Turok 3, I just remembered that. And I have a couple of Genesis games right here. I don't have very many Genesis games, but I've got Altered Beast Physical. And, the hell is that? That's not... Why do I have that? Wait a minute. Oh, thank goodness. I got scared for a second there. I didn't realize I'd put this in its box. I was expecting the 6-pack that has a whole bunch of NES, a whole bunch of Sega Genesis games. I didn't realize that I threw it in its box that I have. I got super worried that I accidentally sold my 6-pack and still had the box. This, however, is trash. Do not like that game. Do not like it at all. Hey, if you want it, you can have it. Just, send me something amazing. Oh, it's dusty here, too. I gotta dust this whole bookshelf, I swear. Let's go ahead and look at a few other things real quick. We have... This is Aliens Infestation, which was sent to me by my boy Adam. And this game is amazing for a little Metroidvania-style game. It's fantastic. If you haven't played it, highly recommend it. And probably the creme de la creme of my classic collection is my copy of Rocket Knight Adventures, which is complete. It's totally complete. Great condition. A little dusty. But, yeah, I love it. Let's go through and see what games I have for GameCube. We've got Killer 7, Resident Evil 0, Resident Evil Remake, Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3, Resident Evil Code Veronica X, Resident Evil 4, Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem, aka like one of the best games you can play on GameCube. It sucks that this game was only on GameCube, and it sucks that people haven't gotten to play this fucking amazing game. Metal Gear Solid: The Twin Snakes, Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time and the bonus Master Quest, Legend of Zelda: Wind Waker, Legend of Zelda: Twilight Princess. The only Zelda shit that I'm really looking for right now is I want to get a copy of the Collector's Edition, but I need it complete. I had a disc only, and I actually sent that to a buddy recently because he wanted a GameCube, and I've got so much other Zelda to play. I need to eventually get a complete copy of the Collector's Edition that comes with Zelda 1, Zelda 2, Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask, because as of right now, I technically have no copy of Majora's Mask, and it sucks! The Sonic Gems Collection, the Sonic Mega Collection, Sonic Adventure DX Director's Cut, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, Sonic Heroes, Baten Kaitos, a beautiful RPG, which I think was a freebie from somebody, and Baten Kaitos Origins, which there's a funny story behind this one that I don't know if I've told before. I found this at Walmart, and it was unsealed, just in one of those big things with all the games in it. And I told one of the customers, I was like, this is unsealed. And she's like, oh, shit. And I was like, just to check, how much are you guys selling this for? And she, apparently because it was unsealed, I got it for a huge discount, because I paid $5 for this copy of Baten Kaitos Origins. And that's amazing. Skies of Arcadia Legends, a beautiful RPG. I am super happy to have this copy. This was a freebie from a friend, and I cherish it greatly. It is an amazing game. If you can find it for the Dreamcast or the GameCube, play it. Let's go through some of these Wii games before I put everything back on the shelf and maybe stand up a bit, because God, my ass is numb. Metroid Prime Trilogy. I actually had repurchased Metroid and actually had repurchased Metroid and Metroid 2, or Metroid Prime 1 and 2 for the GameCube, but I also sent those to my boy Adam recently. Hope he takes good care of them. Metroid Prime is an amazing series, and I paid a lot of money for this game, so I figured I could pass some of the love on to another person, let him try out the Metroid Prime games. Adam, if you're watching this, which I know you are because I think you requested this video, you really need to play those. Metroid Prime and Metroid Prime 2 Echoes are fucking amazing. Red Steel 2, because the first one is not worth owning. See, a lot of people give me crap. Oh, Brett hates Nintendo. No, I don't hate Nintendo, but I've got some of the best stuff that Nintendo has on their systems on my bookshelf. There's a reason there's so much more PS3, PS2, Xbox 360, Christ. It's because I have the best of the best and there's nothing else worth buying. There's a few other games that I'd like to get, but I have the best of the best. And Red Steel 2 is definitely a good game. Oh, let me put these out in proper order. We've got the Conduit, and we have the Conduit 2 Limited Edition. I think this first one's Limited Edition too. No, Special Edition. Special Edition. I don't know what exactly comes in the Special Edition. It's got I think a little art book back there. The Conduit was the Wii's attempt at hardcore shooters, and to be perfectly honest, they're both really, really good games. If you have a Wii or a Wii U, I really can't help but recommend playing the Conduit 1 and 2. That rhymed. Damn it, that rhymed! But the problem I have is the second Conduit allows for you to use a controller, and the first one does not, which is why the first one is such a pain in the ass for me to use, because what even is that other thing? I don't even know what that other thing is that it's showing there, but it only uses the nunchuck and the Wiimote. The problem I have with the first one is it's just really hard to control, and I have problems with it. I've got House of the Dead 2 and 3 Return, and I've got House of the Dead Overkill. I've always wondered why House of the Dead 1 isn't in that collection, and it drives me insane. Also, I really need to get Overkill on PS3 because it looks great on there too. I've got the Umbrella Chronicles and the Dark Side Chronicles, which I also have digitally for PS3 and have gotten the trophies in, and I love those. Those games are fun. Mad World, which is just lovely. I enjoy it thoroughly. We've got No More Heroes, No More Heroes 2 Desperate Struggle, which are games that were recommended to me by my buddy Daniel, and those games are actually pretty freaking fun. We've got Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, The Crystal Bearers, which is I don't know what to say about that one, so I'll just continue. We have The Last Story, which is actually an amazing game. It's just this one and the next one are overshadowed by the last one I'm going to show you guys. But The Last Story is amazing, so if you get a chance to play it, play it. Pandora's Tower, which is also an amazing game, but again, it is overshadowed by another game. Let's see, before I get to that other game, we also have Epic Mickey and Epic Mickey 2, The Power of Two. I don't know why these two are right here anyways. Let me just move you back. You shouldn't be there. OCD. 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 Okay. Alright. So the reason I think that Last Story and Pandora... The Last Story and Pandora... Oh, God, I can't talk. The reason I think that The Last Story and Pandora's Tower are great, but not as good as you would think they are, is because they're overshadowed by this next game. And that next game is Xenoblade Chronicles. This game is amazing. This game needs to be ported to more systems than just the fucking Nintendo ones. Xbox players need this. PS4 players need this. Everybody needs to play this fucking game. If you're on PC, emulate the shit out of it. Because this game is amazing. I love this game. If The Legend of Dragon wasn't my favorite game, period, I think this one would be. Because this game is almost as good as The Legend of Dragon. And I also have that one, which was a big disappointment. Not a bad game, but it really does not live up to the original Xenoblade. And it's disappointing. And you have to go through like fucking 7 chapters before you get your mech. Real quick before we go to the other shelf, I want to make clear the Wii is up here in the living room. And there's a few games that are up here too. Just want to make sure you guys knew. Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, Rodea the Sky Soldier, a copy of the new Super Mario Bros., and Donkey Kong Country Returns. Just wanted to make sure that y'all saw those. My God, this video is going to be ridiculously long. Let's move some stuff over here. Put you right there. And you can go down there for a moment. And let's look at some of these Xbox games. Right here we have a copy of Doom 3 The Collector's Edition, and let me just say, the story behind this one's pretty funny too. I found this at a fucking flea market, and the guy was selling games for $10. But when I came up and started talking about games with him, and then I was like, oh, look, Doom and everything, he actually sold it to me for just $5, which was pretty interesting. But I still will keep this copy, even though, you know, there's other editions and everything out there. Like, I have the BFG edition, but I keep this one because, number one, it's steel, it's beautiful, and I just have a lot of happy memories with it playing the originals, and it's fantastic. If you've never played Doom 3, you should probably get the BFG edition because it's fantastic. Another free game from somebody. I know who this is from. Morrowind. I need to get it in a different case, though. These stickers are garish. Brute Force. I'm not lying. This game's kind of fun. I only paid $4 for it, though. So make sure that if you're buying it, you're not buying it for a ridiculous price. You might not have as much fun as I did. Ghost Recon Island Thunder. You can pretty much tell I just put all the weird unconventional cases there. Halo Combat Evolved. Never getting rid of these. Let me just put them up side by side. Halo Combat Evolved and Halo 2. That's just quintessential gaming right there. The predecessor and its sequel. Two of, if not the best shooters ever. Of course, I still think Halo 1 is way better than Halo 2, but we won't talk about that. The fanboys lose their shit. Alright, so we have Sudeki, Enclave, Jade Empire, which is an amazing game, Knights of the Old Republic, Knights of the Old Republic 2, Ghost Recon 2, Mech Assault, which I found out now, Mech Assault's the one I purchased because it has the sticker there. Mech Assault 2, The Lone Wolf, was a gift from a subscriber. Alter Echo, Advent Rising, Kill Switch, which is just an awesome game, Dead to Rights 2, The Punisher, which is badass, Total Overdose, which is basically, and I don't mean this disrespectfully, it's basically Mexican Max Payne. That's the only way I can describe this. I bought this brand new on Amazon for like $20, and this game is just, this game's weird. It's weird. It's fun though. Psyops, a game I will never get any closure on because it ended on a cliffhanger and everybody forgot about it. Second Sight, which is basically the same as Psyops. Hunter the Reckoning. I found this for $6, and now I just need to get the second game. And this is a really neat little, like, top-down arena brawler shooter thing. It's just really fun. I love these types of little games. Curse. And the only thing that sucks is this is Curse the Eye of Isis. So now it's like, oh, is that a political game? No. Fuck ISIS. Constantine, which is actually a pretty badass little game. Not even gonna lie, I usually don't like movie tie-in stuff, but Constantine's pretty badass. Speaking of movie tie-in stuff, The Thing. This game, I love this game. It's a trash game, but I love it because, you know, newsflash, John Carpenter's The Thing is my favorite film ever. If you're ever wondering, I wonder what Brett's favorite movie is. John Carpenter's The Thing is my favorite movie. I could watch that movie again and again and again and find something new in it every single time. The nuance, the body horror, the psychological horror, the isolationism, the characters, everything about The Thing is fantastic. And everything about that shit sequel prequel was horrible. Cold Fear, aka one of the first and one of the best Resident Evil 4 clones. I like this game better than Resident Evil 4. Sue me. Call of Cthulhu, another freebie. This game was sitting at Walmart for 30 bucks for the longest time. Let me tell you a little story about it. And I had this friend who's also named Daniel, but he's not Big Dan's or anything like that. This friend named Daniel who was he was looking for old game consoles, and I hooked him up with my uncle who had an old Atari system, black one. And Daniel wasn't just collecting Atari systems, he was collecting all kinds of Atari systems. So he already had several other versions, but he wanted the black one. So I hooked him up with my Uncle Stan, and he bought that. And he was so happy, he went... Sorry, phone call. He was collecting all different kinds of Atari systems. So I hooked him up with my uncle, and he bought that black Atari system, and he was so happy that he went to Walmart and bought this for me because I told him, oh, I can't afford it, it's 30 bucks, that's ridiculous. So he bought this game for me because he was excited because I helped him get that Atari system. I'm not joking, actually. I think the receipt's in here. Just a second. Boop. Old Walmart receipt that has faded badly. Focus, camera. Focus. It was actually 40 bucks. So that's ridiculous. That's why I didn't go pick it up. An Xbox game for 40 bucks? That's insanity. Alright, so we have Painkiller, Hell Wars. I only have this because I can't really get a physical copy. I don't know what happened to the physical copy of Painkiller, Hell and Damnation. If you ever see a physical copy for Painkiller, Hell and Damnation, let me know. But Painkiller is awesome. So is Wolfenstein, or Return to Castle Wolfenstein. This game is just great. I got it for 5 bucks. It's a fantastic little shooter. It's got the military-esque stuff, but it's also got that old school Doom style to it. I love it. It's great. Dark Watch. There's no sparkly vampires in this bitch. Land of the Dead, Road to Fiddler's Green, which is just a great little zombie game. I love it. I love Land of the Dead. I love George A. Romero. It's fantastic. I love this game. Area 51, which is also a great shooter. I think the rest of these are first-person games, actually. We have Turok Evolution, which, when I was little, this cover freaked me out. We have Breakdown, which is just a really weird type of game. It is a first-person brawler, but it has shooting, but it's basically just first-person brawling. Let's see. Yeah, unlock new punching and kicking animations. It's a first-person brawler. And it's very, very Japanese. Deus Ex Invisible War. I like this game. People can eat me if they don't. Pariah. This game... This poor game. Nobody even knows what the fuck this is, I'll bet. But it's an Xbox shooter, and I got it. This game was pretty much just killed because Halo came out, and Halo was the premier shooter for the longest time. This game's not bad, but it's just... It's just nothing beats Halo. Poor game. Oddworld Stranger's Wrath. Urban Chaos Riot Response, which is another game I had a hell of a time getting a copy of. For the longest time I wanted to play this. I played a demo of it way back when on, I think one of the Hitman discs had a demo. No, wait, maybe it was one of the Kane and Lynch discs. Anywho, I played a demo for it. No, wait, one of the Hitman discs had a demo for Kane and Lynch, or a trailer. Anywho, I played a demo for it and I wanted it so bad, and it took me years to get a copy of it, but I finally found a copy at Replays. GoldenEye Rogue Agent. The only 007 game other than, what is that one that everybody loves on the N64? I can't even remember the name of it. Anywho, the one they all love on maybe it is GoldenEye. Anywho, this is the only 007 game I have because it's actually really cool and you play as a badass who dual wields guns like a motherfucker. Black, which is another amazing shooter. And you can tell because it was a little bit pricier than some of these other Xbox games. We have Soldier of Fortune, Double Helix. And last but not least, we have two games that are going to trigger everybody. Because everybody's like, oh, why do you have those? I've got Call of Duty and Call of Duty 2 Big Red 1. Oh, why do you have those, Brant? Because the campaigns are fun. And if I wanted a World War II shooter, I could just play these instead of the new game. Call me crazy. I was happy when we got into the sci-fi robot action. But yeah, there's the Xbox games. So now, we're going to finally finish on this. Again, I took some of the pertinent stuff off. Doom Guy and the Fallout Guy are sitting up there. There's a controller there. Alright, so, if you didn't know... God, that's dusty. I'm going to clean this whole shelf before this video is off. If you didn't know, I have a lot of 360 games. I liked the 360 quite a bit. It's funny because... You know, I just realized I'm not going to finish because there's more games up there I got to go through. Anywho, I like the 360, and this gen I like the PS4, but the 360 had a bunch of great games. Not to mention a bunch of the multi-platform games just were better on 360. So we're going to go through all my 360 games, and we're going to start off with this Turok, which wasn't that bad of a game. I mean, it's not the best thing in the world, but it's just, you know. I also have Jurassic the Hunted, which is actually a pretty neat dinosaur shooter. It's a fun game. If you find it for cheap, I recommend getting a copy of it. I have The Elder Scrolls Oblivion, the Special Edition. I have Fallout 3, the Game of the Year Edition. I have Fallout New Vegas, the Ultimate Edition. I am waiting desperately for Fallout 4 Ultimate Edition. I have Syndicate. Doom 3 BFG. Ugh. I have Aliens vs. Predator. I have The Darkness. The Darkness 2, which was another freebie. Fear. Fear Files. Fear 2. Fear 3. Far Cry, which was another freebie. Far Cry Instincts Predator, which is basically, I think, a remaster of another game, of another Far Cry. And you got an added campaign, which is pretty cool. Far Cry 2. Far Cry 3. Please, Xbox, cooperate. Deadfall Adventures. Left 4 Dead 2. Crysis 2. I have Crysis 1 downloaded on the 360. Crysis 3. Medal of Honor Airborne. Medal of Honor. Medal of Honor Warfighter. Can't do anything about that glare. Battlefield Bad Company, the Gold Edition. Battlefield Bad Company 2, the Ultimate Edition. I've recently got rid of Bad Company 3 because I hate Bad Company 3. And I'm going to get another copy of Battlefield 4 on the Xbone at some point. I just don't know when. Call of Duty 2, the version of Call of Duty 2 that's on the 360 is different from the Call of Duty that is on Xbox. So that's why I have 2 copies of that. Call of Duty 3. Call of Duty 4. Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 3. World at War. Black Ops, and Black Ops 2. And if any of you ever find any steel cases for these Call of Duty games, I would love them, because I like steel cases, obviously. Oh, this is getting so tiresome. My arm is tired. Adam, why did you ask for this video? Yeah, like, no joke, my arm is getting very sore doing this. Alright, what do we have? We have Cameo, Conan, Dante's Inferno, Ninja Blade. This game is fantastic. Get a copy of it. Brutal Legend. Is there really dust coming off every time? God, I swear the dust in this room. Brutal Legend, which is okay, but I think Tim Schafer is a cunt. Viking, Battle for Asgard. Kingdom Under Fire, Circle of Doom. 99 Nights. 99 Nights 2. Silent Hill Homecoming. Silent Hill Downpour, which I actually enjoyed quite a bit. Shadows of the Damned. Never Dead. Saints Row. Saints Row 2. Saints Row 3. Saints Row 4. Saints Row Got Out of Hell that I hated. Who You Gonna Call? Just Cause. Just Cause 2. Army of 2. Ah! Yeah, I'm sitting on that stool. What of it? Army of 2, The 40th Day. Army of 2, The Devil's Cartel, which sucks ass. Gears of War. Gears of War 2. Gears of War 3. Gears of War Judgment. Mass Effect. Mass Effect 2. Mass Effect 3. Dragon Age Origins. Phantasy Star Universe, Enchanted Arms, The Last Story, Star Ocean, The Last Hope. Did I skip over Star Ocean in the previous bit? I don't know if I did, but just in case I did, I have Star Ocean till the end of time as well. And it's a special edition. I couldn't remember if I did Star Ocean. Infinite Undiscovery, Tales of Vesperia, Eternal Sonata, Blue Dragon, and Lost Odyssey. Holy crap, now I gotta get back there to the other games. Alright, home stretch for the 360 games. I have Red Faction Guerrilla, Red Faction Armageddon, Transformers War for Cybertron, Transformers Fall of Cybertron, Binary Domain, which is an amazing game, you need to play it, Vanquish, Front Mission Evolved, Warhammer 40k Space Marine, Utter Garbage, Lost Planet, what even is this one? Extreme Conditions Collector's Edition, which is steel, because I like steel cases. That made a weird noise. Anyhow, Lost Planet 2, Kane and Lynch Dead Men, Kane and Lynch Dog Days. I know, y'all don't like them. I enjoyed them. Played them split screen. Dark Sector, a game I bring up quite often. This game is fun. If you see a copy of it, buy it. You will enjoy. Bullet Witch, a game that I got for $5 at GameStop. Complete, mind you. It's got everything up in there. I'll just show you guys. It's complete. $5 at GameStop, and yet they're still charging you $30 for it on the Xbox store, so they can go fuck themselves with that digital shit. Alan Wake, fantastic game. Dead to Rights Retribution. The only thing that's wrong with this one is I need a booklet for it. Spec Ops: The Line, a game that will ruin you. Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter, Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2, Ghost Recon Future Soldier, Splinter Cell Double Agent, Splinter Cell Conviction Steel Case Edition. Someone got me this. We don't talk anymore. Rainbow Six Vegas, Rainbow Six Vegas 2, Condemned Criminal Origins, Black Site Area 51, Soldier of Fortune Payback. Again, I can't do anything about the glare. The Orange Box, Singularity, Halo Reach. I got rid of a lot of my Halo games because I have the Master Chief Collection digitally, which I still intend to get it and eventually Halo 5 physically. But I kept Halo Reach because Halo Reach is awesome. Clive Barker's Jericho, Rage, Time Shift, Quake 4, Prey. You know there's idiots out there that didn't even watch my Prey video and are like, I bet Brett Hicks hates Prey. Why don't you go watch my video and find out if I hate it or not, you scrubs. Perfect Dark Zero, Utter Garbage, Utter Awesome, and Legendary. Legendary. This game's weird. It's pretty fun. The only thing that sucked about this game, for some reason it used the D-pad to swap between your weapons and it used Y to swap between your grenades. You guys really should have just switched that around and it would have been just fine. But yeah, I think we got one more shelf to go. Oh my god, thank you. Alright, now that shelf is back in order, let's go ahead and stand up, make sure the cat is not behind me, and we will hopefully, finally, conclude this video. Unless you want to see all my movies and shit, which I hope you don't. God. I never even drink out of this cup. I bought it because I like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I never even put liquid in it. I don't intend to. I just like it. Let's see. A couple of DS systems. This was a gift from somebody, but I really don't mess with it because it's broken. And I'd hate to break it more if I can get out of the light. I hate to break more. I actually do have a DS though. But the only thing that bothers me about the DS is, unlike this thing, it won't play those little Game Boy games. So I got to get something that'll play Game Boy games. It sucks. It sucks a lot. Let me move that because, you know, let's see. What's even in there? Oh, that's what's in there. Alright, so, games. First and foremost, there's nothing in this case, because I already explained to you guys that I bought a PS3 version, and I'm going to get an Xbox One game to put in there. So just letting you know, there's no gaming there. And one of my friends is borrowing COD Advanced Warfare, so that steel case is not up here. But we have Doom, Wolfenstein the New Order, Wolfenstein the Old Blood, Shadow Warrior, which is amazing, Metro Redux, Far Cry 4, Sunset Overdrive, Gears of War Ultimate, Gears of War 4, Recore, Valkyria Chronicles Remastered, Final Fantasy X and X-2 HD Remastered, for like the third freaking time, Shovel Knight. Again, there's people that are like, oh, Barrett, I bet he doesn't like Shovel Knight. Guys, if you would just watch my videos, instead of being angry at me, you would realize that there's nothing to be angry at. Knack. Gravity Rush. Still need to purchase this from Enoch, though. XCOM 2, which deflowers me every time I try it. I will probably not be beating this one because it is too hard. And I'm not, you know, afraid to say it. It's hard. It's a hard game. Until Dawn. Fantastic little game. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Second Son, or Infamous Second Son. The Uncharted Nathan Drake Collection. Uncharted 4. The Last of Us Remastered. Shadow of Mordor. Bound by Flame. Darksiders War Mastered. Darksiders 2, the Definitive Edition. I still can't say it properly. Dark Souls 2, which is in a steel case for PS3, but I put the Scholar of the First Sin in there, and the Dark Souls 2 original soundtrack is in there. But yeah, I do that. If I find a steel case now, and if I can do that, I do. Which I still have an original edition of Dark Souls 2 for PS3 now, so if anybody ever wants to play on there. Dark Souls 3, amazing game, you need to play it. Bloodborne, trash game, don't like it. Neo, amazing game, you need to play it. Resident Evil Origins. I wonder if I like this one. I don't know. I probably did a playthrough recently. If you haven't watched it, you should go watch that and give me lots of likes and love. Resident Evil 4. I've actually had requests to play this one. I will, eventually. Resident Evil 5. Resident Evil Revelations 2. Resident Evil 6. Resident Evil 7. The Evil Within. And Sniper Elite 3. And Zombie Army Trilogy. So, holy crap. I just went through, like, all these damn games. Don't ever ask for this kind of video again, because now I'm tired. I don't know why. Probably because I'm fat and lazy. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you liked some of the games you saw. If you saw something you didn't like, I'm sorry. It's on my shelf, not yours. And what games made you jelly? What games do I have that you're jealous of? Let me know. I'm very curious. I want to know. I need to know. What games did I make you jelly having? Tell me. Tell me now. Thanks for watching. Drop me a thumbs up. Or if you hate me, think I'm a douchebag, drop me a thumbs down. And do take care.